If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, if you want to tell me you hate my videos, you can do that too on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Lord Jamar responds to Royce the 5'9", and 50 Cent gets backlash over remixing Big Rich Town. XxX is dropping a new album, and Diddy speaks on Jay-Z's NFL deal. Let's talk hip-hop.
I don't really even know much about Royce the 5'9". Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Royce, you kind of fall into the same category as Eminem. Like, I can't name one Royce the 5'9" album, one Royce the 5'9" song, lyric, and niggas that I know wasn't listening to no fucking Royce the 5'9". And that's not disrespect, that's just artifacts. That's artifacts, bro. Like, nobody I know was listening to your shit. I heard your name around. I just would hear the name. That's it. Don't know. Nobody's listening to your shit the same way niggas ain't listening to Tyler the Creator. Like he had the #1 album, but I don't really know niggas that's listening to Tyler the Creator like that. Some people might.
Alright, Joe, so y'all remember, right, last week, well, yesterday or like 2 days ago, right, Royce 5'9" comes out with a video, like a 10-minute video on IGTV talking about Lord Jamar and trying to basically defend Eminem and, you know, saying that, you know, he would hate to have to you know, slap Lord Jamar. Just like craziness, right? Just kind of like going in on Lord Jamar a little bit just because Lord Jamar said that Eminem is a guest in hip-hop and that, you know, people in the hood don't listen to Eminem, right? Lord Jamar has said this a few times, but it's not like he's like, every time he does an interview, please ask me about Eminem, right? People ask him about Eminem and they're like, yo, Lord Jamar, what's your opinion? Lord Jamar always tells the truth, and he's basically like, listen, yo, I don't think Eminem is one of the greatest, and we need to stop saying that, you know? I don't want to circumvent, you know, the black community or hip-hop by saying Eminem is, you know, the GOAT or whatever the case may be, just because he can rhyme good, technically, but what is he really saying? And people in the hood really don't listen to Eminem, right? Is what Lord Jamar was saying. So, you know, on Vlad TV, Conway was there and he did an interview with DJ Vlad, and I talked about this maybe like last week or 2 weeks ago where DJ Vlad kind of asked Conway, you know, about, you know, Lord Jamar's comments on Eminem. And the reason why he asked Conway the Machine specifically is because Conway is signed to Eminem, right? So he asked him, Conway the Machine first laughs and he's like, no, I don't think that Eminem is a guest in a house of hip hop, but I do agree with Lord Jamar when he says that people in the hood really don't listen to Eminem, right? And then also Conway even went on to say that, you know, one time when he was opening up for Eminem, that, you know, a lot of those Eminem fans was just kind of staring at him and looking at him like, why is this dude even on stage? Who is he? Why is he rapping? And they here to see Eminem because what Conway is rapping about and his brand of hip-hop doesn't reminisce or, you know, touch bases with the Eminem fan, right? Just like our brand of hip-hop, you know, Eminem's brand of hip-hop rather, may not touch base with certain people that are in the hood, right? And it just is what it is, right? Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and everybody kind of, you know, likes what they like, right? But here's the whole thing, right? So, you know, you got to really think about, you know, what Lord Jamar said. He responded, basically, he was trying to say that, listen, he was trying to explain himself and why he doesn't, you know, mess with Eminem or doesn't like Eminem. But the whole thing that, you know, he's explained it before, so we don't even have to really get into that. But the whole thing that really kills me is the fact that Royce 5'9" is so blind or just doesn't want to see like where anybody else is coming from besides him because he wants to defend his friend, right? And you know what? That's cool. If you want to defend your friend to the death of you, then that's cool, but then you should just say that. You should say, look, I don't care if you're making any logical point, but I'm just going to defend my friend, right? So here's the whole thing, man. Let's go on a little history lesson for about 60 seconds, right? So we could talk about the 4th of July, right? Independence Day, right? Here in the United States of America, 1776, right? On that day, America, which is a European country, or we're not in Europe, we are in North America, but we are a white country, and Europe is obviously a white, continent. So anyway, North America, or more specifically the United States, gained their independence from Britain in 1776, right? And Britain is definitely a European country, and that's fine, right? So if America is considered a white country because the father of America and where the forefathers are from are Europe, then that's fine too, right? But during that time, in the year 1776, when America got their independence from Britain, slavery was going on. So it's safe to say that for hundreds and hundreds of years, and this is not, a theory, this is not, me making up a story, this is fact, and it's basic facts that we all learn in the history books, right? That slavery was going on during this time, right? It's also a fact that the color of your skin determined your social status, right? And then we can fast forward years and years, and we can, jump into hip hop, and we can say that hip hop is a black art form, which is also true and is fact, and that's cool, right? If America's a white country, okay, fine. Hip hop is a black art form, and that's cool, right? Black people could have something, right? Black people could have hip hop, right? So hip hop comes from the struggle. It comes from the pain that black people experienced over the years. And if you want to be white and if you want to rap, then that's cool too, right? So if you're Bad Baby, if you're, Kreayshawn, Eminem, it's not about Eminem. If you're Paul Wall, one of my favorite rappers, period, whether he's white or black, is Lil White. You know what I'm saying? I listen to G-Eazy. I bump Post Malone, and I live in the hood. You feel me? So it's not about, being, against white people or white rappers or anything like that, right? They could be here, right? But when you start saying that one of the greatest rappers of all time in a black genre is a white rapper, then it's like, okay, hold up, right? And so I think that, I know that's where Lord Jamar is coming from when he says, you know what? I respect Eminem. He says it. He said it numerous times that Eminem is a good rapper technically, but for people to kind of just say that he's the GOAT or the greatest rapper of all time and circumvent, which is his word, saying that to circumvent, the struggle that everybody had to go through to get to this point is kind of like a slap in the face, right? And basically, Lord Jamar is protecting his art form, right? He's protecting the art form that allowed him to have financial freedom. He's protecting the art form that has allowed him to feed his children and his family for the last 25, 30 years, right? He's protecting the art form that he loves so much, right? And then Royce 5'9" is not about Eminem. It's not about Marshall Mathers at all. He's probably a cool dude, right? And nobody say nothing against Marshall Mathers. It's about somebody who is like an Eminem. It's about Elvis, you know what I'm saying? It's about somebody who would, rock and roll started as a black art form too, but who was the greatest rock and roll star of all time to this day, even though he's been dead for like 40 years, 50 years? Elvis, right? It's about that. It's about please, please, please don't take our hip hop away, right? So it's more about that, right? And Royce 5'9", he's a very smart dude, seemingly, because he is a good rapper and knows how to put words together very well. So you would think that he knows, since he knows words, he knows the definition of those words, right? And so if Royce the 5'9" is a smart dude who is capable of complex thought, he has to take his personal feelings out of it and try to understand where everybody else is coming from. And not just say, oh, fuck you because you're dissing my friend, right? And fine, if you want to ride or die for your friend, then just say that and let it be what it is, but don't try to attack other people who are speaking straight facts, right? And then also, I want to let y'all know, as the viewers, right? I am a professional comment deleter, okay? So if you're gonna comment on my videos and be like, oh, fuck you, Jonny Fastlane, you a bitch, fuck you and your opinion and blah, 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 I'm just gonna delete it, right? I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm not gonna go cry. I'm not gonna fucking stop making videos. I'm not gonna delete my YouTube or anything like that, right? All I'm gonna do is delete the fucking comment and keep on going about my life and go, you know, eat some chicken or something, right? So here's the thing, right? If you want to debate with me in the comments, then you can do that, and that would be cool, right? So if you're like, hey, Jonny Fastlane, I think that you're wrong because blah, 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 you can disagree with me. Tell me why I'm wrong. Come with the intellectual debate, and I will talk to you in the comments, and we could debate about it, and that's cool, and we can respect each other on that type of time, right? If you're just gonna come in my comments and say, fuck you and your stupid ass beard, you dumb ass, faggot ass, bitch ass nigga, then I'm just gonna delete it and go on about my day, okay? So let me know what you think about this in the comments.
These motherfuckers talking about Trey Songz. Man, you ain't bought a motherfucking Joe CD in years. Now you talking about Trey Songz. Trey did that shit as a favor for me, man. Shit, y'all keep this shit up. Fuck it, I'm gonna have to put that motherfucker back the way it was.
Alright, so yesterday was the season premiere of Power, right? And it was crazy, right? I ain't gonna spoil it for y'all yet, but I just might. But I've been seeing the first episode since like last week sometime at the premiere at Madison Square Garden, but whatever, right? So anyway, it's funny, right? Because during that premiere of Madison Square Garden, before they actually showed Power, you know, Trey Songz was there, right? And so was 50 Cent and mad other people, right? And I talked about that too. But the whole situation is that Trey Songz, came out and he performed Big Rich Town with 50 Cent. And also A Boogie with the Hoodie was on the song too, all right? And they came out and Trey Songz was like, this is a big rich town. And it was cool, right? So you gotta understand, 50 Cent remixed the song, so what? Who cares, right? Like, it's so funny, but I guess like die-hard Power fans are like, oh hell no, we like the old version before. Look, this is season 6, right? It's the last season. This is gonna be the whole series finale of the whole thing, so 50 Cent wanted to go out with a bang. He wanted to switch it up. He wanted to have Trey Songz sing the hook instead of Joe, and Trey Songz did that to him as a favor, you see, right? But people were going in on Trey Songz, roasting him, talking about, oh, why you messing up the formula, blah, blah, blah. It's crazy. It's like, come on, yo, if 50 Cent wanted to remix the song, then let him remix the song, right? It says nobody, absolutely fucking nobody, and then it says Trey Songz on Power opening credits, right? And it has a goat singing on the mic. I guess they're trying to say he just sounds like a goat, but nah, you know, to me, Trey Songz is the goat. You know what I'm saying? As far as hip hop goes, if you want to talk about goats, you know what I'm saying? And then it says, bro, who the fuck told 50 to put Trey Songz on the new Power intro, right? It's just so funny, right? And people are like seriously getting upset about this, right? Me after hearing Power new intro song remixed by Trey Songz, you got this dude sitting here looking like he's crying and shit, like, like, I don't know, right? A lot of times people don't like change, and especially like when it's the very first thing that they see after, you know, the whole summer, and after, you know, they were waiting months and months and months for season 6 to begin, and the very first thing that they see is Trey Songz singing Big Rich Town. I guess it could kind of make people go, wait a second, what's going on here, right? Because now they're thinking like, is the whole, you know, the whole season gonna be like all different and weird and just like a little off or whatever like that? But it's not that, man. First of all, the season's gonna be good, right? And second of all, it's just a remix to a song, man. Like, and Trey Songz is, you know, he's got more hits than Joe. You know, let's be honest. When's the last time, you know, Joe made a hit? And I'm not trying to diss Joe at all, but come on now. Y'all throwing shade at Trey Songz is crazy. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. So XxXTentacion is dropping a new. See, I got, you got a Tentacion. You got to hear with that Tentacion. You know what I'm saying? You got to pronounce it correctly in this motherfucker, right? So XxX, we're gonna call it XxX, right? Is dropping a new album, right? And this is cool. He's passed away probably about a year and 3 months now. Tragically, murdered in his car when he was just going to like buy a motorcycle. Some retarded ass dudes, and all 4 of them have been arrested. But some retarded ass dudes just seen, it's XxX and he got money, and they jack boys, and they was like, yo, we're gonna take his bag. And when XxX didn't want to give up the bag because he's the type of dude that will fight back, you know what I'm saying? They decided to just shoot him and take the bag. But all that for what? For you to be in jail for the rest of your life, locked up in Florida? Like, that's crazy, yo. And then you take out somebody who was going to be the next big, I mean, he was already big, but you take out like a legend in the making from hip hop, a young dude, like, that's crazy, right? But this happens pretty much every day in the hood, man. And it just happened to somebody that we all love and know. Which is a shame, right? So, XxX came out with his first album, 17, the second album, Question Mark. Trippie Redd ended up doing the explanation point, like saying that, yo, I'm, dedicating this to XxX or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. Some people say he was biting. I don't know, right? But Bad Vibes Forever is the next name, as the name of his new album, right? And it's coming out pretty soon, like they said, in fall. So probably next month or the month after that, right? September, October, right? And this is going to be cool because he has a couple features on there. They didn't release like the track list or anything yet, but they said that Lil Wayne is going to be on it, which is kind of dope because, I guess it's like a verse for a verse kind of thing because XxX was on Lil Wayne's album too, but XxX just did a hook, right? And XxX was on the intro to Lil Wayne's last album, The Carter 5. But here's the thing, right? Lil Wayne didn't even really know of XxX before XxX had passed away. Mac Main is the one who actually told Lil Wayne about XxX. And then when Lil Wayne went back and listened to his music, he was like, yo, this dude is talented. He was impressed. He even kind of felt like, he had some kind of influence over XxX, at least musically, right? And then decided to say, you know what? I'm putting him on the Carter 5. I'm putting him on the intro of the Carter 5, right? And then ever since then, Lil Wayne has wanted to work with XxX again. So now he's going to be on XxX's album, right? And this is kind of cool because this is the same thing that kind of happened with like Biggie or Tupac, right? When you have legendary acts, right? Who their life is cut short, before their full potential could be reached. So many people, legends in the game, like Lil Wayne's a legend, and he wants to work with him. So he works with him after he passed. Like when Biggie died, 50 Cent did a song with him, after he passed, an old verse that he had. When Biggie died, Eminem did a song with him, after he had passed. Tupac, when Tupac died, Scarface did a song with him after he passed, right? I'm just naming like, big rappers, multi-platinum selling rappers, Grammy Award winning rappers who will still show respects to an artist who's passed, right? Even Nipsey Hussle passed, and you got Rick Ross, another legendary act who still is doing songs with him after he passed. Even though, that Nipsey Hussle's verse that he recorded when he was alive, and he knew damn well he was going to be on a song with Rick Ross. It just didn't come out yet, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so it's cool. Also, in addition to Lil Wayne gonna be being on the album, Lil Nas X is gonna be on the album too, right? And this is kind of funny and weird, and a lot of people have been commenting on this one because they're like, yo, Lil Nas X wasn't even known at all when XxX was around, which is true, and what's gonna be the name of the song? Lil Nas XXX or something like that, which would kind of be fire. Lil Nas XxTentacion, you know what I'm saying? That kind of be fire, but I don't know, right? So it's actually supposed to be a country song, so it's kind of weird. And I guess, y'all know, right? XxX used to experiment with, pop music, rock music, hip hop, of course, trap sound and hip hop, and then also just like lyrical, miracle, satirical, Joey Badass kind of music. So, he experimented with a lot, and I guess he has a country song out there that he recorded that he never dropped, right? But now that, Lil Nas X is in the game, and he's like the country music rapper, they're like, yo, give it to Lil Nas X and have him jump on it, and that song's probably gonna go platinum too. I haven't heard any of this yet, but you know, we'll see. Blink-182 is going to be on Lil Nas X's Bad Vibes. I mean, Triple X's Bad Vibes Forever too. And this is cool, right? Because Triple X had said, though, that Blink-182 is one of his favorite bands ever, right? And Triple X has a lot of music that sounds very inspired by Blink-182 as well, just like Lil Wayne has songs that have been inspired by Blink-182. And Lil Wayne jumped into that rock kind of, you know, area too. And that's why Lil Wayne kind of said, wow, my influence is really on Triple X. I mean, Lil Wayne even went on tour with Blink-182. So, you know, you kind of got that mixture of hip hop and like rock or like pop kind of sound, right? So I think that the album is going to be good. Yo, I can't wait till it comes out. I can't wait till it drops. And I'm looking forward to it, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right, so Diddy goes on Twitter, right? And he talks about Jay-Z. And, you know, I'm not really gonna get too much into this. I'm just gonna kind of let y'all know what, you know, Diddy said, right? Because I talked about Jay-Z last week, you know, multiple times. A lot of other people have talked about it. A lot of other magazines have talked about it, other publications, other blogs. Everybody has their opinion about Jay-Z's NFL deal. And so Diddy has one too, right? But Diddy waited a whole week to come out with an opinion about what he's saying. And you know, I kind of hear Diddy. I respect Diddy's opinion, and you know, I get it, right? My whole thing is, and I will talk about, you know, what Diddy said about Jay-Z in a minute, but generally speaking, Diddy says, yo, we need to support Jay-Z and we can't be divided, right? And I know, I get it, and I love it, and I don't want to, you know, go against Jay-Z or anything like that. And I don't, you know, Kaepernick having a job or not, whatever, he got a settlement. But the whole situation is that, you know, it's kind of funny. It just seems hypocritical only because, and this, we're just stating facts here, that Jay-Z says, hey guys talking to black people, right? Let's say that Jay-Z's the voice for black people or whatever, right? He's not, but let's just say he is, because he did talk to all black people and say, hey guys, don't mess with the NFL, boycott the NFL, don't watch it, don't perform at halftime shows if you're an artist, don't, you know, have NFL parties or anything like that, because the NFL doesn't mess with black culture or hip hop culture, right? That's what Jay-Z said. And then, you know, he does his whole thing, blah, blah, blah. He's, you know, coming out with, you know, what's free, you know, Body and Meek Mill songs and everything like that. And then, you know, a couple months later, he does a deal with the NFL, right? So it just seems pretty hypocritical. And I think that's what it is. Like, people are just calling Jay-Z on his shit because it seems hypocritical. Now, yeah, maybe he has a plan to change things from within, right? And he can't, you know, come up and just say, oh, hey guys, I'm going to change this and that. He can't let it be known, because then if so, they're going to stop him from changing those plans, right? He can't just put all his plans out there on the drawing board. So we would have to wait and see what he has to go, what he has going on, right? And maybe he can change the organization from being, you know, a little bit racist to being, you know, sensitive to black issues and black culture. And that's all good, right? He's definitely not going to change police brutality from within the NFL, but he may be able to change the NFL from within the NFL, right? And I get it. But the whole thing is that he just seems like a hypocrite, because he told us just last year not to mess with the NFL. And why didn't he just come out and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna mess with the NFL now, NFL good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird, right? But whatever, it seems sneaky, but let's get into what Diddy is talking about, right? So Diddy says, I'm so proud of my brother Jay-Z for showing how it should be done. It's time to play chess, not checkers. I believe he's going to do some incredible things. I was just watching everything last week, but it hurt me in my heart because I know this man personally, and he's one of the most genuine and intelligent black leaders we've ever had. We cannot go against each other. There's not enough of us. Then he says, I applaud Jay-Z and I applaud the NFL for bringing him in. This isn't about the NFL. It's about how black and brown people are treated daily across the country. We have to come together and make the hard decisions. Nobody is going to do it for us. I believe in taking action and taking steps towards the right direction, and I support all my brothers that are out here taking action. Together, we are unstoppable. Black excellence. Happy Monday. And then he also says, Hov is one of the greatest to ever do it. He has been through so much more than anybody from the hip hop culture, including me. He's always been selfless and fights for the people. We as a people cannot be divided and conquered this time. He also, shouts out Kaepernick. He's like, I'm so proud of Kaepernick and the attention that he was able to bring to the efforts, and as he continues to make them, I will continue to support him in every way possible, right? So basically he's saying he supports Jay-Z, and that he supports Kaepernick, and that we can't be, all crazy divided and going against Jay-Z, and that Jay-Z can make some change within the organization. I think that Jay-Z has the capabilities to make some change within the organization. Whether he will or he won't still remains to be seen, just depending on what he would like to do with his position, but he can have the capabilities because he is in position to whisper in somebody's ear and make some change within that organization for that organization. But as far as like on a grandiose scale of the world, probably not, right? So I don't know. But anyway, I talked about it a whole lot last week in multiple videos, so y'all could go back and look at that. But let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane, that's Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.